Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, going back in for another path of Chapter 2.2, Variant 8. This is the team. I got it stacked for Masacre, and then just a heads up. So these first two fights, these are actually from my last path. These are the same two fights that I took during this, but for whatever reason, I'm pretty certain I recorded them. But I went to bed because I ran out of energy, and then I picked it up in the morning. And I think because the file was so small, I think I accidentally deleted it by mistake. So I'm just putting these back in here. This is what I did, basically on repeat. Masacre, he does this whole line. We got this tech Deadpooloid, and he's got, well, he's dead, but he had a special one from Ant-Man's special 2 and War Machine's special 2 on the special 2. The skill ones is just like chapter 1.1 boss. He's got the War Machine special 1 and the Elektra special 1 on the special 2. You can get hit by either of those and actually get some decent willpower healing from the bleed if it bleeds you. So if you get tags, it's actually not the worst thing. I am trying to like dex those, but dexing War Machine special 1 doesn't really work so well. And as far as the cross fights on this, we get the Cyber Hive, which is going to give you a poison or shock on contact and then strapped up. And so here's where I woke up the next morning. So just heads up, those were two fights that were disconnected from the path, but I just replayed them just for, I don't know, my sanity's sake. But yeah, we're doing Massacre this whole way. We have Mighty Charge on the lane with stun vulnerability. So you do want to have your re-parry, double parry game on so that you can get those stuns when he runs at you. He will be shrugging off all the debuffs with the Mighty Charge, but you know, not the biggest deal. One thing you could also do, which I didn't, you could bring along White Magneto, but none of these fights are very difficult. I mean, you're fighting Winter Soldier, Wolverine, and Red Guardian, all fairly simple defenders. And yeah, they go down fairly quickly. I'm going to try to stay close to where I can just get parries on without removing those debuffs if possible. Because basically if you stay close and with like a medium attack, you should be able to get a parry off. We got the bat lit, getting a ton of incinerates going, but yeah, every time they dash that Mighty Charge, any of those debuffs are going to go away. And really, this path should be done pretty much by anybody. I don't think it's that difficult of a path, and it goes, I mean, this is probably one of my quickest videos as far as a path goes. Winter Soldier goes down, going into Wolverine, and we're going back in with Masacre. He's got the cross fights. It just makes sense. It makes these fights super quick. You could spread the workload amongst your team if needed, but if you are using one of the Deadpool champions, I think it's ideal to put the cross fights on your best one. They got the passive healing. It allows you to make some mistakes, and you can just see, like, man, that Wolverine, class disadvantage and all, he got wrecked super quick. Now we got Red Guardian, then we got a Drax at the end. So pretty simple path. Stay close, stay tight, get those debuffs on, get as much damage as you can while under the stun. You do have to be careful that you do not hit into this guy's block too much. You don't want his shield to get fractured and stun back on you. I'm trying to think if there are champions that have like unblockable specials that you would block. I'm not certain, and I wouldn't heavy spam him either in the corner, just because he can block that and like fracture the shield back on you. But yeah, Red Guardian goes down super quick again. We're pretty much gonna get the same result on Drax. Stay tight, try to keep the bat lit, get as much hits while under the stun and in medium attacks, so you can be close and get those parries off, especially when you get him over to the wall. You should be able to keep all of the debuffs and stuff on that you've been placing, because he's not going to be able to get a mighty charge at you. It's just a mini charge. Yeah, he's almost dead. Needed him to throw a special. He didn't. We lose all the debuffs. That's all right. We're gonna bait this out, and we're sitting at a full yellow bar. Masacre, man, that dude just, with that red pool regen ability from Variant 8 being active, it just makes him super reliable. So Drax goes down, nice L2 into the block. Then we're gonna go up on the boss. I thought about using somebody different, but we're just gonna do a quick and easy one with Masacre. I think I do get hit maybe once, but again, you can heal back those mistakes as long as it's not like a full combo to the face. And again, as far as the cross fights go on this one, we have Cyber Hive, so we are going to be able to, yeah, luckily he didn't have Furies on. That's why I survived. But Cyber Hive is going to give me a shock or a poison on contact. Not everyone, but generally speaking. We do have to worry about the node that will give him power from having debuffs on him, which is the Conflictor node. Other than that, Vigorous Assault, just be aware that he's going to get his regen every so often. You won't be able to block or parry. So basically, I'm just trying to push him to his special 1 or special 2, bait it, counter it, repeat. This is one of the easier boss fights in my mind, I think. You really can't rely on blocking, but I don't think you really have to. He is pretty aggressive, and you can put a lot of debuffs on him with Masacre. Alternatives as far as Deadpool characters, Gwenpool, probably not the best, just because her bleeds aren't going to really do anything because of old Man Logan's like bleed immunity mechanic. The other Deadpool is Deadpool X-Force. I don't know that I would use him just because he's got like a bleed on every hit, and it's really not going to help you damage wise. It'd be a long fight. Could he do it? Sure. But it would be a long fight. Oh, there, I get hit again. That's alright. I think we're going to finish it. Do we finish him off with a hit into the block? We're going to let him dash back. Yeah, here we go. Boom. Gotta love that. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully you have Masacre. I think he's probably one of the best out of all the Deadpools to use for this Variant 8. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.